Hello, and this is my guide to everything for the JJS Logic. This is the part, it's a part, what you expect. You can change it, be it material, make it colors. Also, you press this for position, rotation, and size. Okay, cool. This is a spawn point, it's a spawn point, it's where you spawn. This is a truss, refinement. This is an image. It's like, well, an image you can import. Basically, how it works is you can import a little image. For example, I will put this random asset I found like 3 seconds ago. Yeah. And this is a wedge. It's just kind of stair-ish texture. Basically, it's like the image block, but whatever image you put on it gets repeated over and over again. Alright, into inputs. This is a touch block. If you touch it, it sends a little output ID. This is a prompt block. If you press this little prompt here, it sends an output ID. Voice relay, 0 clue what it does. Connect block, it's like a moveset thing. It's not crucial right now. Sound block, plays sound. Vehicle block, if you get an input, it summons a vehicle. Oh yeah, also inputs. Why did it say? I don't know why it says outputs. Or this sends inputs. This takes outputs. Or takes inputs, I guess. This is a team block. It takes stuff to do. If you give it an input ID, then it'll put you on that team. This is the mover block. It basically you can basically this block will move from here to here if you give it a constant signal. That's how that works. Okay, this is the bend block. If you give it a little thing, if you give it like a thing, for example, if you give it an input, it spawns a dummy. If you give it a constant input, that's why it's not spawning. This is an NPC block. This is an NPC block. Basically, it's like a NPC. You can it kind of like fights and stuff. This is a damage block. Either damages you, but if you turn this on, it sets whatever this little integer is to your max HP if you give it an input. This is moveset block. It's a bunch of moveset stuff. It's how people make custom movesets. It's that'll be later. This is an erase block. It erases all your moves if you give it an input. This is a teleport block. It teleports you from one place to another. Basically, if I sit here and if I give it input ID, touch it, then it'll teleport me there. That's how that works. Scale changes the character scale. Item gives you an item. Done. Fun, it changes these little fun settings without you having to touch them. Wow, who would have knew? And then speed block sets your speed, I think. Special block, it's also for character creation. Awakening block, also for character creation. Accessory block gives you accessories. Character block, it's basically everything, all the character things in one. I can do all this. This is the dash, by the way. Let me quickly. That is mine. Alright, and now the hardest part. Logic. Wow. This is an AND gate. Basically, if it takes, you can set the threshold here. So for example, for output 2, it would take 2 inputs to make 1 output. This is a light block. It makes light, but also works as a constant input, which is like a light switch. This is a NOT gate. It sends a constant signal, but if you give it an input, then it stops. This is the timer block. It delays an input. This is the XOR gate. I'm not actually sure how it works quite yet. I think it's an AND OR. I'm not sure though. It's like, I can just look it up. Okay, I think if you put an input into it, it's gonna send the exact same output. So that's V1's guide to Logic.